What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Robin, hostess with the mostest of the Mamapreneur podcast, and welcome to episode 110 of the Mamapreneur podcast. I'm so glad that you are here with us tonight and you are in for a treat as per usual. Um, this is your first time joining us. Welcome. If you've been with us for 109 episodes, welcome back. Glad that you're here. So, really quick before I get to my spiel and my amazing guest, you audience members got some work to do before we get started. So, number one, share the live broadcast or share the replay wherever you're tuning in from. I want you to share the live. You never know who this live may be for, you never know who the replay is for, and something someone may say tonight, it may bless them. So, sharing is caring. And also, what is posted on screen, I always give away goodies. So, for my people that share, you automatically get entered into a drawing. Type Mamapreneur in the chat to be added into the drawing. All right. Also, I love um, when I see people that tune in to this show from all over the world. So I want you to type in the chat where you are tuning in from in the chat. Last week's episode, I looked. We had a lot of UK, watching. It was up there with the US as far as percentage on who tuned in. So let us know where you're from in the chat. And lastly, if you are a business owner tuning in right now or watching the replay, I want you to put your business information in the chat. If you know me, you know that I love all things networking, connection, and community. And so why not put yourself out there? You never know who may need your business. They may need your services, your coaching. You make cookies, child. You make a good shirt. They may need that. So post your business information in the chat. Let us know where you're from. And don't forget to share. All right. So, for those who may not know who I am, I'm Robin. I've been hosting this show for about 5 years now. And that wouldn't be made possible without my fabulous producer and right hand, Kesha Kesh, CEO of Power Team. And she has been my right hand since April 8th, 2021. It's crazy. And so we here again, girl. Episode 110. Let's do this. All right. Okay. So if you know me, you know we got tons of announcements. Okay. Ready to go. So a few Mamapreneur announcements before I get to my guest. I know that you are excited to see who's being interviewed tonight. And we have ladies from all over the world on tonight. So I'm excited. All right. So first announcement, make sure that you are subscribed to the Mamapreneur Podcast YouTube channel, where all things Mamapreneur is posted, live episodes showing right now, and you can get to see all kind of clips from previous episodes and all things Mamapreneur. So make sure you are subscribed to the Mamapreneur Podcast YouTube channel. Okay? All right. Next, for those who know me or those that don't, I have a nonprofit. It is Team Robin's Divas Cancer Foundation. I am a 9-year cancer survivor. And so I started this nonprofit because I was giving back to what was given to me 9 years ago. Curated cancer care packages, education, and resources up to women who are currently in cancer treatment today. Um, Cancer is a lot, is very unknown. Just, especially as women, because just because we have cancer, motherhood doesn't stop, being a wife doesn't stop, being a girlfriend doesn't stop, work doesn't stop. You have to continue to still keep going, even in your cancer journey and walk. So why not be a light to someone who's currently in cancer treatment now? And so that's one big why behind my foundation. And so We are hosting our very first gala in October 17th of this year in DFW area. And so the link should be posted shortly. But if you want to be in the room, you want to be a sponsor, you want your business to get exposure, book a call with me today. And tickets are on sale today. And so Kesha will post a Zephy link that is for you to, if you want to be a sponsor, there's information about that. And if you want to just be in the room October 17th and just be a guest, we have general admission and VIP available as well. So be in the room with us. We would love to have you. And just know that what you're doing is providing so much impact for a diva, because we call our ladies divas, a diva with cancer. All right. So it's October 17th, 2026. All right. Next, if you are in the DFW area, I am always hosting some type of networking event of any kind because I love bringing women together. Again, building community connection, collaboration. That's what I do. I've seen the relationships unfold. Today is actually the 4th anniversary of me doing the Mamapreneur brunches. A memory came up today, and I was like, oh my God, it's really been 4 years. So every month for 4 years, I've been hosting networking events, bringing women together. And it's been an amazing ride, just seeing the growth of the ladies that come to the brunches as well. So my June brunch is coming up. It's actually next week, June 20th. It's in the Rockwall, Texas area. So if you're near Rockwall or familiar with Rockwall, it's going to be an amazing time. It's at a nice restaurant, and I got some stuff up my sleeve. So you got to be in the room. So June 20th, 2026 is the June Mamapreneur Brunch, Mamapreneur Breakthrough Brunch. And there's always a theme. So you got to register so you can see what the theme is and where we're going to be. And you just never know. Your next collaborator, your next investor, your next business bestie could be in the room. All right. So link should be posted shortly for the June Mamapreneur Brunch, and we hope to see you there. All right. Next is our July. Actually, before I get to that, who likes Kendra Scott? I love Kendra Scott. I love all things Kendra Scott jewelry. Well, with Team Robbins Divas, we're partnering up with Kendra Scott and hosting an event on July 11th at the Kendra Scott location in Allen. All you need to do is RSVP with me so I know you're coming. Need to know who's going to be in the room, but it's going to be a fundraiser for the nonprofit. And why not come, sip some champagne, have some light bites, shop, and be an impact toward a diva with cancer. So July 11th, 12 to 2 p.m., Allen, Texas. Come join us for our partnership with Kendra Scott in Allen, Texas. All right. Hope to see you there. And lastly, July 12th is the July Mamapreneur Brunch. And we're going to be in our yellow, honey. Shades of yellow. Come be in the room. It's going to be an amazing place. And I cannot wait to be with you guys, pour into you guys. And again, to build genuine, authentic community is important because community can take you places, social media, your resume can't sometimes. So you got to be in the room. I say this often. True connection happens when you are in the room. That is a real statement. And speaking of being in the room, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone that was a part of the Mamapreneur Wellness Experience this past Saturday in Frisco, Texas. McKinney, Texas. It was a vibe. It was a great time. Shout out to every vendor, my facilitators, Aisha, Sharon, Kyla. Thank you guys so much. I am still getting texts. I'm still getting feedback about how the amazing time everyone had. Thank you, ladies, so much for your yes in making the Mamapreneur Wellness Experience amazing balls, which I knew you would. And so looking forward to next year's because people are already asking about next year. Shouts out to my vendors. Shouts out to Aisha Duru of Hello Boba in McKinney, Texas. If you've not been to Hello Boba in McKinney, Texas, I need you to get in your car, not right now while the show going, but tomorrow. I need you to get in your car and go over to Hello Boba in McKinney, Texas, and try some good boba. And she got light bites at the boba tea shop. You need to just go and support my friend, all right? All right, that's it for announcements, child. I gave y'all enough. Um, watch the replay if you missed something. So, um, if you know me, you know that I love a good affirmation, honey. I believe when you speak things, positive things will happen. So we always have to speak life into ourselves, our lives, our situations, our businesses. We have to always do just that. And so tonight wouldn't be any different with some good old affirmations. So get your pen, your paper, your iPad, your notes section ready to go for some good old affirmations. And I pray that these bless you like they blessed me in the process. Okay. Only got a few for y'all tonight. I didn't go crazy. Okay. I am attracting success with ease and not burnout. I am attracting success with ease and not burnout. I am building generational wealth through my work. I am building generational wealth through my work. I am worthy of wealth, overflow, and financial abundance. I am worthy of wealth, overflow, and financial abundance. I am a magnet for high level clients, collaborations, and connections. I am a magnet for high level clients, collaborations, and connections. I am stepping into rooms that align with my next level. I am stepping into rooms that align with my next level. That's it. In a nutshell. Hope you guys enjoyed those. Okay. My first guest. Um, I'm gonna probably mess her name up, even though we just had a little practice session right, right before. It is what it is. Her name is, and I hope I make her proud, Bamidele Ferrari. Ferrari. I hope I said it right. She is a multi award winning chartered biomedical scientist. Say that again twice. STEM leader, educator, author, global mentor, dedicated to helping people break barriers and reach their full potential. Recognized as UK Biomedical Scientist of the Year in 2022 and a STEM Leader of the Year in 2024. She is a passionate advocate for leadership, mentorship, diversity, and inclusion. She is the founder of No Ceiling Consulting and is author of multiple books and host of In Conversation with Bammy. She empowers individuals to lead with purpose, embrace authenticity, and turn challenges into opportunities for growth and impact. From hailing from Georgia, Bamidele Ferrari. I hope I said it right.
Thank you very much. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello, beautiful. I'm like, I hope I make her proud. I hope I said it right.
Yes.
Welcome to the Mamapreneur podcast. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So, I always go with the journey question because I love hearing people's stories of how they got to where they are today. Talk about the journey of how you got to, ceiling consulting, STEM, biomedical science, lady, I have my hat on today, a lady of many hats. Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here with you tonight. My journey actually did not start um, very smoothly.
Hmm.
My journey started with a no, and also being told that I don't have what it takes, and that was only due to a setback. And the person that told me that I didn't have what it takes was meant to be like a role model, somebody that you would look up to. That was a lecturer
Okay.
that told me that. Yes, it was a lecturer that told me I didn't have what it takes to study science because of a setback that I had in my
Okay.
grades. But fast forward today, I'm fully convinced that's what's made me who I am today. That's what's led to no ceiling. No ceiling.
Wow.
Thank you. No ceiling simply means removing barriers. No ceiling to achieving our aims, our goals, our dreams, success. Don't get me wrong, there are definitely going to be obstacles on the way and things like that, but learning to remove it. I love the affirmations that you just gave us right now. I noted them down. I'm definitely going to be affirming those. I'm going to add that to my list of affirmation.
Oh, thank
But
you.
my journey actually started way before I even thought of registering my company, because what I found throughout my career, people kept asking me for advice. Like
Hmm.
students who wanted to get into STEM. STEM, by the way, stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And, professionals trying to progress in their careers, women navigating challenges, leadership challenges, individuals who've lost confidence, after many rejections. And with somebody that's worked the journey, lived the experiences, and of course with the expertise as well, I'm able to actually help. I realized that there was a gap between talent and opportunity. There's one thing I always say: talent is everywhere, but opportunity is not.
Mm.
Eh,
That's
Yes,
good.
yeah, opportunity is not. And another thing is there may be opportunity, but you may not have access
Hmm.
opportunities. And additionally is the fact that many people, they've got the ability, but they lack the access. I just said guidance, visibility, and the reason for my platform, using my voice. There's a term that I use, and this is a borrowed one: voices out of the shadow. Just like you're doing now, you're bringing voices out of the shadows, those that never
Absolutely.
necessarily have the platform, the visibility. This is what you're doing, amplifying our voices. And so I started it as an informal mentoring, eventually became BAM Space, which is on LinkedIn. It's like a hub where I provide resources that is STEM related, very relevant to industry practice. More recently, I've moved into policy, because one thing I know, you said something earlier on about you have to be in the room.
Yes,
Great.
ma'am.
Yeah, that's the way to make connections. So be at the room, at the table where decisions are being made. And yeah, so that's me filling the gaps between talent and opportunity.
Yes. Yes. And it's cool to see when I see women in STEM. You don't see many women of color that are in that STEM space. No shade to those that are in it, but
Mm-mm.
I call you extra special just because you're in that particular realm. And so just kudos to you to say, yeah, I know I'm pretty sure it's a male dominated um, industry, but I'm going to come in, I'm going to stand out and show why I'm supposed to be here. So just right off the bat, just kudos to you. I love
Thank you
that.
very
I just
much.
when we talked and just learning more about you, the backstory. It's like okay. to see us in,
Yeah,
in those spaces. Scientists, like, come on,
scientists.
scientists.
Yes, knowing,
Yes,
and that's where representation comes in. We are here. We actually exist. We're doing amazing things, and then we want the future generations, the one coming, the leaders after us, to know, what is possible. Imagine like somebody hearing what I heard over 2 decades ago, that I didn't have what it takes, and I
hmm,
and they're drawn with that. That's destiny gone. That's
yeah.
potential gone. So, and that is where I work with organizations, individuals, communities, to avoid, letting them know that there should be no ceiling to them fulfilling potential.
No ceiling. Talk about the no ceilings. How did we get to no ceilings consulting, and just the mantra of no ceiling?
So
Let's unpack that.
let's unpack. Like I said, like this no ceiling journey actually started many years back when I started out in the STEM career in the biomedical science space, where I found that one, there was no like role model that could potentially do hand holding for me, like a mentor. And I'm a kind of person, I go for opportunities. Even the ones that I'm feeling, Bami, you're not ready for that, I still go for it. And I
Right.
found like I could be, so I lack this. I could be the answer. I could be the solution to someone's problem. I didn't have the blueprint. I didn't have all the answers, but I started out then advocating, using my voice.
Mm-hmm.
But it gets to a stage in your career that you feel like, okay, I've been doing this. Thank you. And absolutely, that I've been doing this, and you can see impact and testimonials from different organizations, from individuals, from communities. I'm like, let's scale.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm still scared. I'm still scared. Like, how are we going to do it? Especially when it comes to collaboration, looking for funding, grants, and all those sort of things like that. But one thing that I found is, like, a community that you've created. I don't need to do the journey alone. The no
Absolutely.
ceiling came because I got tired, and we still say it now anyway, that we are consistently breaking ceilings. Don't get
Yes.
me wrong, to get to the next play, to the next stage, something's gotta shift. But when you think about, imagine like a goldsmith that is consistently hammering and hammering on like a piece of iron. What's gonna happen eventually? It's gonna break, right?
Yep.
It will break. Or like an elastic that is overstretched, eventually it will break. So that is why I say no ceiling. Why, there's some systemic ceilings that exist. There's person that we can unpack what different types of ceilings that exist for us as individuals, as women. Oh my lord, as even
Yes.
just as women, I can't even. You mentioned earlier, even while you were speaking, being a mother, a wife, a sister, a professional. You've got many different businesses going on at the same time. You need people. You're helping people in the community, and
Yep.
still, we're still having that resistance. We're still having that you can't do it. We're still having that you don't belong here. Oh yes, I
Yeah.
belong here.
She say, "I can show you better than I can tell you." That'll be the saying tonight. I can show you more than I can tell you. So talk about the entrepreneurial journey of it all. So, um, yes, we have this vision. We know who we want to help. We know who we want to serve. Um, but it's, again, you just talked about it. It's not always an easy journey. So talk about a time where um, it was a little bit of a challenge in your, as ever since you've became a business, you've made this into a business.
Yeah. And you will see what the challenge is. You know, where you've been used to doing things for people. They
Hmm.
can call you anytime and you're there to help.
Yeah,
But when it's time to start charging, is a different thing. Same expertise.
we could talk
you
all night on that. Yeah, uh-huh.
and the thing about it is that, and that is why I say the fear, even with the fear, I still go on, because you're thinking, can I? Should I? What would people think? And especially when people that you serve, some of them, they still don't believe in you. And another thing is when they're seeing like maybe results, you're winning awards, you've been recognized, and they're thinking, oh, is that all you're about? But forgetting there has been work in the background that has
Yeah.
brought you to the stage to where you are today. So I mean, and then also the challenges of also like community is
Yeah.
important to have, not just any community, mind you, because not every community is for you. You need the right support system. Sponsorship. You said something earlier on about sponsors. We need that. I recently wrote an article titled "Red Flag: We being over mentored, under sponsored."
I,
Over
we'd
mentored,
be we'd be here all night. Yep.
under sponsored. But you know what that means, especially for us as women. Why should it be difficult? Why do we have to work twice as hard to get what we need, to get the support that we need? I mean, we could go into the statistics, as about women
Yeah.
entrepreneurship journey. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. I'd hold up the show. Just piggy, just piggybacking on that alone. I'd hold up the show. Oh gosh, especially with funding. A lot of African American women owned businesses. Funding has always been an issue
Hmm.
for a good amount of that. I can't tell you percentage wise right now, but just based on what I know and seeing businesses closed,
Yeah.
and a lot of businesses I know of that have closed this year alone, woman owned,
Mm.
brick and mortar, woman owned.
It's
And
heartbreaking.
it was a great product, great service.
Hmm.
Why is that business no longer, around? You mentioned a minute ago support,
Yeah.
sponsorship, grants. We should be just getting them,
Yeah.
but it's not always. You just mentioned it, access.
Hmm.
Wow. So we know that you're an author. You kind of alluded to my next question about writing. Let's talk about this book that we have.
Oh, I have so far 3 books published, self-published as well.
Congrats.
Um, but my first book, The Mentor's Journey from Learning to Leading, I think that title speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Before becoming a leader, you learn and then you put to practice what you learn. My journey started back in Nigeria as a young child, and then moved with my parents to the United Kingdom, and then of recent here in the US. So that journey of, and there's a saying in our community, it takes a village to raise a child, right?
Yes.
That mentorship is innate. It's like inbuilt. You do it without, like, the community, they just do it without knowing. They get into your business in the sense that they want to see you thrive and succeed. So it's just it's um a learning sort of writing about my journey from a child, the failure at a very young age as a teenager, being told that I didn't have what it takes, to then navigating the spaces where obviously some of these spaces were built without us in mind. And I mean that in a literally, like, without. So you're having to navigate those spaces. And it's just pouring, letting people know the possibility of what it means to have a mentor. I mean, I could go on and on about it. When I started in my career journey, there's some things I wish I knew, and that is what is even pushing me now to make sure that I make it
That's
known
right.
to those coming behind me.
Hmm.
That's what the book is about. There's another one as well, which is called the spark. Thank you. Which is called the spark of greatness. That one is more for the younger ones. I always like to carry them along. We can't leave them behind.
Hmm.
It talks about mentorship as well, but it talks about them identifying their unique gifts, because when they start young, You build that confidence in them for them to believe in themselves, even despite whatever challenges or obstacles they go through in life. Just like you've affirmed now, they know they can scale through. They know that there's no ceiling that they cannot remove.
Absolutely. That's so good. All right, so we got some rapid fire questions. Pium, 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 pium. Questions for you. All right, you ready? I knew I knew that was coming. All righty. What's one book that changed your life?
Hmm. What's one book that changed my life? I'm gonna be controversial here.
Let it be.
It was a Bible.
That ain't controversial.
You know why? It's that book is packed
Yeah, I'm like, not controversial here.
for everything that I do. I get my for articles that I write, things like that. I get my titles from that. Is it's so inspiring, and it's like a blueprint as to what I do and how I do it. So that, because sometimes there are definitely a lot of books out there, like a self-help book and self-development books, obviously, definitely, that I do read
Right.
as well, but that is my to go.
Okay. Who has been your greatest mentor?
Ah, if my mom is going to be hearing this, she's going to fire my dad. It has to be my grandma. Let me tell you why. She's late now, but I remember when I was growing up, she was not educated, but one
Mhm.
thing she did do anytime, and I'm talking now when I was about 6, 7, 8 years old, she used to take me to awards, I mean, to graduation ceremonies. And
Wow.
that is in my book as well. I wrote it in my book. And I vividly remember her telling me, Bami, if you face your studies, um, one day this is going to be you. You're going to be celebrated. You're going to graduate. You're going to become, she didn't say like what career path I was going to take, but she was trying to tell me right from there. She didn't know. It's not like she knew how to read or anything like that, but she made sure, like when it comes to homework, because I lived with her for some years.
Mhm.
When it's homework time, she doesn't know what I'm doing, but she'll be there. Have you done your homework? You're not supposed to be lazy. Da, 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 da. You know how grammars can be. The
Yes.
ones that try to, yes. So she was my first. Outside of my parents, obviously, because they were the one that instilled the values that I have today, and being the woman that I am today as well. I've learned so much from my mom. But the first mentor that I would say was my grandma.
Love that. Love that. If you can leave our audience with any message tonight about anything, especially pertaining to what you do, your passion, what would that be?
Let's not give up. It's tiring, I know. It's tiring.
Good.
But let's keep refilling that cup. And I was hearing earlier on today, yeah, we have to keep refilling. It cannot be empty. Because one thing I'll say, you are planting a seed for a forest tomorrow.
Come on now. That's a mic drop. This is the moment we wish we had a real mic up, just, you know, mic drop moment. Okay. Let everyone know how you can be followed so they can learn more about what you do. They can get the books, all the things.
My books on LinkedIn. I have my books on Seller. I'm gonna drop the link. I forgot to put that there. I'm on LinkedIn as well. My BAM Space No Ceiling newsletter is on LinkedIn. You can find me up. The name is Bamidele Fire, and on TikTok, Bamishes Official, YouTube, Bamishes Official, on my Instagram as well, Bamishes Official. What else am I missing? Up my website, bamsnoceiling.com.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you, Bamadeli, so much for being here today, inspiring us, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed her. Make sure you give her some claps in the chat. Bamadeli, thank you so much.
Thank
continued
you.
success in everything that you do. And I just love everything you're doing.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Y'all give her some claps in the chat. Give her some claps in the chat. And guys, if y'all have questions, you have questions for our guests, you have a nice statement you want to put out there in the comments, talk to us. We are a very interactive show. So make sure you chime in with us. All right. So my next guest, hailing from Pennsylvania, her name is Shelly. I have to say it like that. Why? I have no idea. Shelly Adler is an empowerment coach, speaker, and licensed therapist who helps high performing women overcome burnout, perfectionism, and identity fatigue. Who's tired today? All right. Drawing from professional expertise and personal life experience, she empowers women to stop masking, set healthy boundaries, and lead with confidence and authenticity. Shelley is especially passionate about supporting women in leadership, neurodivergent women, and professionals seeking sustainable success without sacrificing their well being. Her mission is simple: help women reconnect with themselves, reclaim their power, and create lives they truly love. Give it up. Give her some hand claps in the chat right now. Shelly Adler.
That was a lovely
Woo!
lead in. Thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome to the Mamapreneur podcast, darling.
Thank
Welcome.
you. That was so nice. I feel very special.
You are. You are. One thing I can say about you is just reading into your, kind of what you do and who you serve. I think it's just the coolest thing. Women, us as women, we carry a lot. We carry a lot. We do a lot. We wear many hats. And so I think a lot of times we sweep a lot of the things under the rug, and then it gets to a point where we're burnt out. You're burnt out. By the time you said anything, you're on the floor. You're like, okay, tired, I'm over it. Trying to be like other people, or tired of doing all the things, or especially in leadership. I can only imagine the stories you've heard, alone. So I just want to give you your flowers while you can smell them. Kudos to what you do, because that takes a special person. You're pretty special.
And it's my honor because I get to watch these women flower in what should be their time of blooming, and it's so thrilling to watch them be able to recognize how amazing they are and stand in it. It is truly an honor.
Absolutely. So Shelley, lady of many talents, therapist. Let's go there.
Yeah.
So how long have we been in that? How long have we been in that field?
Only 4 years. So I was a second career choice for me. I went back to college to get another master's degree in my 40s because I'm a glutton for punishment. And then the world shut down in COVID. So I went from when I left to go to undergraduate school in the 90s, I went with a word processor. And now I'm in a master's program during COVID, having to navigate online master's degree programming. And it was such a cognitive shift. And I just went for it. And I did the whole program, got my license, and began as a practicing therapist, and love it. And I continue to do it. But I realized that this one at a time business is, it's not going fast enough. I am greedy, we'll say. I am very greedy for the feeling of uplifting women. And I have been given a great opportunity in terms of my education, my experience, and my ability to speak to them. And I want to do more of it. I am not motivated so much by the financial means as to the soul fulfilling nature of what I do. I very much enjoy watching women draw the conclusions that we come to together and then enjoy a better life because of it.
Love that. And You mentioned going through fires, major fires in life. You dealt with some personal experience. What I'd say what was the biggest lesson that those experiences taught you?
Well, I think you're alluding in our earlier conversation. I shared that my son had passed away from SIDS when he was not even 24 hours, well, 24 to 48 hours, they don't know. But, and I
Yeah.
was caring for my in laws who were deteriorating with Alzheimer's at that time. And
Oh my
it
God.
just broke me. It broke my worldview. I was crushed under the weight of all the shoulds in
Yeah.
that, to pull on something that you said before. And it forced me to either be crushed and broken or show up in my life. And so I chose the
Yeah.
second one. And
Bless you.
oh well, I was blessed by being able to be in the fire and recognize, okay, I need to step out of this. I need to be okay for my other children so that I can be the person I want to be for them. And I
Hmm.
had a therapist who was incredible and helped me come out of that fire. And I realized, wow, that's awesome. I want to do that for other people. And unfortunately, my master's degree in research psychology from my previous career didn't allow me to take the therapist exam. So I went back to school, did it again. And as I began on this journey of supporting women, I, through helping them unpack their experience, unpacked my own experience of neurodiversity and got my ADHD and autism diagnosis at 49 because, oh,
Huh?
yeah. Oh, indeed. Women who are entering perimenopause and menopause are getting diagnosed with neurodiversity with a staggering degree because we are seeing that as the estrogen drops off because of the
Right.
natural progression of that season of life, the dopamine seeking behaviors of individuals with ADHD are profoundly exacerbated. So all of these coping skills that you had to hold it all together kind of thing,
Right.
they just disappear in perimenopause. And so the brain fog, the distractibility, the irritability, the
Hmm.
87 different symptomologies that you can have in regular perimenopause are then made worse by this experience of dopamine seeking behaviors, of like your thoughts are going so fast but you can never finish them. You go on 97 different side quests and you never get anything done. When you want to do the laundry, you walk to the laundry room and you see that you left a dish on the table. So you bring the dish to the sink, but then you realize that you didn't load the dishwasher. So you got to start to unload the dishwasher. But then you remembered you were doing the laundry. So you got to go back and do the laundry. And
I
all
know.
of the, does that sound familiar?
That's what, hey, walked into a room this morning. Hold on, I'll tell on myself if no one else will. Walked into a room from one room to the next. Shut up, Kesha, with the drums. So I had like a towel in my hand. Now, granted, I forgot why I walked in the room with the towel. Like, what the hell am I
What
supposed
is
to do
this
with
towel
this?
for?
Oh God. By the time I sat back down at my desk and started back working, it hit me. It was like, oh yeah. Welcome to the Mamapreneur podcast. You're gonna get all the sound effects. She talking about me. It's okay. But yeah, I walked into a whole room. Yeah, brain fog.
Absolutely.
I said, I guess it's starting now. And granted, I have a great memory. So when that happened, I was like, huh.
Mhm.
But you touched on something, two things. The therapist has a therapist.
Oh, yes.
You don't see that
Any,
often. The therapist is some therapists, it's kind of hard to get them to, if they, you can tell, like, hey, we may need to go talk to someone. They're like, no, I'm fine. Everything's fine. And then there's others. They're like, yeah, dude, I have a therapist, or the coach has their own coach, and
oh,
so that's
absolutely.
here. Like, yes, you have therapists. And then perimenopause. We should just do a show alone, just talking about perimenopause. In the comments will probably be through the roof with women who are in perimenopause or in full on. Uh, I could just,
It
I could only imagine.
It's dynamic. There was just a menopause conference here in Pennsylvania. I am in the Allentown, Pennsylvania area,
Uh-huh.
and they have started having one conference a year each year. We've sold out every year. I was one of the speakers at it this year, and it is this beautiful, and as we're finding right now on your podcast, women-led, women-run spaces are just different. They're
Yeah.
just different, and they are, and the wonderful thing is, because my previous career was research psychology, so I'm big on data-driven information. Women run businesses are 30 to 50% more profitable than their male counterpart businesses. And if you ask any
Yeah.
woman, they're like, yeah. Because the idea of a woman holding 10,000 details in her brain, being able to compete, being able to do what needs to be done to meet the needs of her dream is not an outlandish thing. Women get things done. And it's a joy and a privilege to be able to support and hold up and offer to these amazing women. Some of the women that I've supported are in high profile positions, and they deal with the same challenges as like myself when I was a stay-at-home mom, those crisis of identities or this imposter syndrome, like, who am I to say this? I know exactly who you are. Stand in your power and say it. And
Mhm.
it is a dynamic experience to be a woman in America right now.
It sure is. It sure is. You touched on um, ADHD and neurodivergent. Um, I'm hearing, you said more women kind of finding out, a lot later in life. That's, their reality. Talk about some challenges that you're seeing today with ladies that are dealing with ADHD, being neurodivergent, all those things within leadership, their lives, etc.
Oh, so many things. The intersection of grief and regret, of lost time, of frustration around missed opportunities and being misunderstood. The fact that many of them invariably have experienced medical gaslighting, or like, oh, you're just too much. The experience of shame, self-esteem damage, those types of things just cannot be quantified. Those are usually the largest challenges that we face when we try to unpack it. Is, no, you are not broken, you are not flawed, you're neurodivergent. So let's support the neurodivergence and
Hmm.
then work from there. It's not a failure in you, it's just that your brain works differently, and that's
That's okay.
okay.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Mhm.
We're not wired to all work.
No,
Our
I had
minds
one
are wired the
client that,
same. It's crazy. Go ahead.
well, she just said she believes that neurodivergence is the norm and neurotypical is actually the smaller percentage. Because when I speak to my clients, I'm like, so if I quantified your brain like a desktop with 15 tabs open and you're not sure what's on them and you don't know where the music is coming from, does that
Hmm.
sound about right? And they're all like, yeah.
Now, what's
And it just,
neurotypical? What's that?
neurotypical is someone who does not manifest ADHD or autistic traits.
Okay.
ADHD, autism, dyslexia, dyscalculia. There are various other disorders that are referred to as neurodivergent. So I normally just put
All
the
one umbrella.
yeah,
Dyscalculia. What's that?
math. Your brain transposes, like, I have dyscalculia. I can't do addition. Well, excuse me. I have been trained, obviously, I'm 50 years old. I've learned how to do math. But for the longest time, it was incredibly difficult for me to add numbers higher than 5. I could do differential
Got you. Got you.
equations, but I
Okay.
couldn't do simple addition. And
Interesting.
I forever thought I was broken, thought I was just stupid. I'm just dumb. I can't learn these things. Nope.
Okay. Hope y'all picking up what she's putting down tonight. That hey, I've learned something tonight. Never heard of the term. That's why I was like, dyscalculia, baby. What's that? Okay. So rapid fire questions. Pew pew. Like
Get
I
it?
just did for Bamadeli. It's your turn. Your fun time now. All right. What's one boundary every woman should set immediately?
One boundary every woman should set immediately. If you don't feel safe, leave.
In a nutshell.
And yeah. Too many women tolerate feeling unsafe for
Mhm.
any reason. If you're not safe,
Yeah,
leave.
that's a word right there. That's a shirt. Leaving caps. Just here for it. All right. Next, what's a belief you had to unlearn to become the woman you are today?
I love a good drum roll. A belief I had to unlearn to become the woman I am today. A woman has her place.
Yeah.
I am Gen X, so we were very indoctrinated into women's roles, women, men, that very clear gender divide kind of situation. And I had to learn that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You ready? Got another. You
Give
ready?
it.
All right. Tell us your life story back when you were 5. No, just joking. I told you I was gonna mess with you there. What is one thing women need to stop apologizing for?
Oh, existing. Very much. Like when you are standing somewhere, you don't have to move. When you are walking down the sidewalk, women categorically get out of the way. Oh, I'm so sorry. You're standing in an elevator and someone else walks in. Every single time a woman apologizes, oh, I'm sorry, and moves out of the way. You are existing and taking up space in the world. I am happy that you're here. You do not have to
Mm-hmm.
apologize for existing. Stand in your space and be proud. We are luckier because you're here.
That's it. That's so good. Yes. Love the passion. Love the passion behind the answers. All right. Got one more.
Get
You
it?
ready?
Yep.
Ready. What's one daily habit that has transformed your life?
Mm, one daily habit that has transformed my life. Oh, okay. Yep. Here we go. I am not allowed to say anything to myself in my head that I wouldn't say to another person in the street.
Hmm. Okay.
Because it's a tool that I've used with a lot of my therapy clients. But our internal monologue and dialogue, depending on what your deal is categorically the most vicious conversation that most people have. And
Yeah.
I, through, feeling broken and stupid and all of those things, had a very negative internal monologue. And I very intentionally had to program my brain again in a positive. And it's not all, sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns in there, but it is at least a
Yes.
softer and safer place for me to be.
All right. For the people that want to hear more about you, your practice, your amazing brand, let them know how they can reach you and to learn more about you and connect with you.
Absolutely. I have shellyadler.com. That is my website. That's where I update where I'll be speaking, what groups I am running. I am in the southeastern Pennsylvania area. I run social groups for midlife women right now in the 3 adjacent counties where I
Okay.
live. I am starting a coaching platform. It's a 12-week period called Women Unmasked,
Love it.
where it specifically leans into midlife women who have been masking their entire life and it's burning them out. They are, whether it is neurodivergent burnout or just being a woman in America burnout, and trying to be able to stand in your power and feel satisfied in your everyday. It has been very valuable for my C-suite clients and my individuals who are in careers outside the home to, it helps them stand in their power and recognize the true value of who they are just by existing on this space and time.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today. I really enjoyed our time, Shelley. I can't wait to learn more about woman unmask, um, because I know it's going to be amazing. You're a firecracker already, so I can only imagine just that deep dive into your 12-week program. So much success there. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight, Shelley.
Thank you for taking the time.
Absolutely. Guys, give Shelly a hand clap in the chat. Give her a hand clap. Hey, again, I hope you guys picked up what Shelly put down on tonight's episode. By Medali on tonight's episode. Amazing women doing great things in their fields. And so make sure that you guys go and follow these ladies for doing great, great things. Before we close out, um, don't forget to subscribe to the Mamapreneur podcast YouTube channel. If you're in the DFW area and you want to be a part of the Team Robbins Diva Gala, we do have volunteer opportunities available and sponsorship opportunities available. So to make that night an amazing night and being able to put a smile on a woman with cancer's face. She's dealing with enough. So the least we could do is provide resources and care packages to these women while they're going through a very unexpected time in their lives. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to tonight's episode 110 of the Mamapreneur podcast. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks with some more amazing women from all over the world. You guys have a blessed night.